Greetings, people of the interwebs. It is Dan here, and boy, do I have some news for you. First big article of news, I'm back on YouTube. I'm going to be doing YouTube again full-time. Well, not full-time, but I'm going to be going more into it. I'm going to be getting some new equipment this next week, which is going to be great. Actually, the thing that inspired me to continue to grind through with this YouTube thing was JD actually mentioned me on Off the Script this past Friday, which I thought was super cool. So due to that, that gave me some extra motivation, some extra fire to be able to go way further into this than I ever thought I'd be able to. Like I said, I'm going to take my next paycheck and take some money from it, get me a camera, get me a microphone for this computer just to make it a little bit nicer of a setup. But anyway, the news article that I have for you, it's a bit of an older news article, but it's breaking to me, and I have yet to hear anybody else report on this, so I figured I'd jump on it, because it's a very interesting, very juicy article. Roman Reigns, not the intended number 30 entrant at the Royal Rumble match. Apparently the number 30 entrant was meant to be the number 30 entrant of our dreams. It was meant to be Finn Balor. Roman Reigns replaced Balor at the Royal Rumble match. And Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker, which is the predicted match for WrestleMania, was apparently booked after Finn Balor was deemed not fit to compete at the Royal Rumble as he failed a medical earlier in the week. Roman Reigns replaced Finn Balor in the Royal Rumble match this past Sunday, as revealed on our podcast, The Dirty Sheets, which this is from Sportskeeda.com, by the way. A guy named Billy Bahati over at Sportskeeda.com wrote this article, and that's who this is by. Let me see if I can get this article a little bit better situated on my screen here. There we go. Roman Reigns replaced Finn Balor in the Royal Rumble this past Sunday, as revealed on our podcast, The Dirty Sheets. The story was initially told to us by a friend, but has since been confirmed by reliable sources involved with the UK wrestling scene, plus sources tied to WWE. The change came after Finn Balor was declared not fit to return to the ring at the Rumble following a medical last week. You can listen to the Dirty Sheets Breaking News podcast below, basically saying that they have a podcast on SoundCloud. In case you didn't know, Balor has not been seen in WWE since the night after SummerSlam, when he was forced to relinquish the Universal title due to a shoulder injury, which Balor sustained the night before at SummerSlam during the Universal title match with Seth Rollins. The injury was sustained when Rollins powerbombed Balor into the ringside barricade outside the ring, and it had been originally said that Balor would return in 6 months' time. However, reports had been circulating lately on the internet that Balor's recovery was ahead of schedule and that he may return by the Royal Rumble match. However, he did not return on Sunday, and a number of fans were extremely disappointed when none other than Roman Reigns appeared for the second time in the night, as he came out at number 30 despite failing to win the WWE Universal title earlier on in the night. You can see just how disappointed some fans were with the video below. They basically recorded a clip of this Billy guy recording fan reaction to Roman coming out at number 30. The fact of the matter is, despite the fans' anger at Reigns being number 30, many wrestling experts have rightfully concluded that Reigns came out at 30 to guarantee Randy Orton's win to get a positive reaction, rather than him setting up his program with The Undertaker in the middle of the match. So apparently Reigns versus Undertaker was going to happen anyway, but they were initially going to have it happen at in the middle of the match, but instead they had it happen right there at the very end, showing that the WWE is clearly aware of Reigns' unpopularity. So they're bringing Reigns at number 30 and guarantee Orton to get a positive reaction, but they still see Reigns' unpopularity, even though they haven't seen it at all in the last year plus. Bullshit. Had Finn Balor been cleared, this spot may have occurred earlier on in the Rumble, where there were definitely 15 low-key minutes that could have benefited from a high spot. Finn Balor was scheduled to face The Undertaker at Finn Balor was scheduled to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So I'm assuming that they would have planned to have Taker go over Cena for the WWE title, and then have Balor fight for, or maybe not have that. Maybe have Taker go over Owens for the Universal title, and then have Balor fight him there. Originally, the plan was to have Finn fight Taker at WrestleMania, and Roman Reigns was programmed to fight Braun Strowman. But now, of course, after Raw, they're showing that that program is being pushed up to Fastlane. And in my opinion, it wouldn't be the best idea to have Roman go over Strowman, because then that would just stunt Strowman's momentum completely. And then you will have another superstar fed to Roman Reigns and buried by him. This is the third time that The Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent has been changed. The Undertaker was originally penciled in to face John Cena until those plans were scrapped by Vince in December. So it was meant to be John Cena, the dream match that everyone wants to see, and then Vince scrapped those plans in December. Then it was scheduled to be Finn Balor, another match that a lot of people wanted to see, but then those plans were scrapped due to the fact that Finn failed a medical earlier in the week. And then Reigns versus Undertaker was pretty much set in stone from there, because, so this is pretty much their plan C, is what this article is going on about. Their plan A, you know, they didn't think that that was the way to go. Their plan B, which would have been great anyway, kind of got scrapped due to the fact that Finn failed a medical. So this is essentially plan C. So what's next? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking my damn screen. Despite Finn Balor not being cleared and Roman Reigns replacing him as The Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent, the WWE still went through with the finish to have Braun Strowman cost Reigns the Universal title match at the Royal Rumble event. This finish was meant to set up Reigns versus Strowman at WrestleMania, but it is now likely that Reigns will go through Strowman at WWE Fastlane en route to The Undertaker. It will be interesting to see if The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns results in a Roman Reigns heel turn at WrestleMania 33. I doubt that. Again, you've heard my opinion on Reigns versus Strowman, and if Reigns goes over on Strowman, it'll just be more momentum stunted, and another guy buried, and another guy, you know, halted at the hands of Roman Reigns. Another guy fed to Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns heel turn, I doubt it. The Roman Reigns heel turn is becoming like John Cena heel turn levels of just like mythical thoughts. When you think of all the opportunities that WWE have had to turn Roman heel in the past, and they haven't gone through with it, do you genuinely think that they're going to try to use The Undertaker in a logical way to turn Roman heel? Nah. Even though Undertaker is like the most over babyface in the history of the company, they're probably still not going to use him to turn Roman heel. But that's just me. There is no information regarding what Strowman or Balor will do now at WrestleMania. Billy Bahati from Sportskeeda believes that Strowman could simply win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and be rebuilt as a monster again, erasing memories of a Fastlane loss to Reigns if WWE decides to go through with it. I mean, that'd be fine. If you want to try to do that to establish him as a monster again, I don't necessarily know. You know, you gave Baron Corbin a serious rub by having him eliminate Strowman from the Royal Rumble match. And Baron Corbin's going to be involved in the main event from here on out, so he doesn't really have time for anything like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So maybe you just have Strowman go in there, just clean house, just take out every other 29 other guys, and have him go over and, you know, maybe regain some of that momentum back if they do decide to make him lose to Reigns, which would be bullshit. It's much harder to see what they will do with Finn Balor, as the projected WrestleMania card looks rather full. Balor has a huge future in the WWE and many WrestleMania matches ahead of him. It may be more beneficial to save his return as one of the highlights of the Raw after WrestleMania. I could definitely see that happening. If they don't go ahead and go through with this initial plan of, you know, Balor... well, the original plan was for Balor to come back at the Royal Rumble and win the match. So, since that fell through, I would say save it till the Raw after WrestleMania, have whomever is the Universal Champion come out and hold that title belt up. Maybe Brock Lesnar, I'm thinking, because they've booked Goldberg versus Kevin Owens at Fastlane, and Goldberg versus Lesnar is happening at WrestleMania, and there have been rumors of Brock Lesnar challenging for the Universal title since, like, September. You know, September, October, there have been rumors flying around that Brock Lesnar will challenge for the Universal title. So, I mean, why not have Brock Lesnar come out, hold that title up? Maybe have like a... I guess Finn Balor could work in lieu of that Daniel Bryan dream match that everybody had. But yeah, I feel like that'd be much better to go ahead and take that on and try to, you know, have his return be the biggest highlight of the Raw after WrestleMania. Maybe hold it off for a little bit. because the storylines on both shows are already extremely crowded. I wouldn't really try to do anything else apart from what they got going. Maybe wait until like after the Elimination Chamber or after Fastlane or something like that. You can maybe, I don't know, maybe you could work Finn into another match on the card if you really wanted to get him back by Mania. You could maybe work him into another match on the card. Maybe if you have like Joe versus Reigns, you can maybe add Finn Balor in there, and you know you've got the Finn versus Joe thing from back in NXT, and then you have the Finn versus Reigns thing that's happening, or maybe I don't know. You can, I don't friggin' know. You could have him. I mean, you could have him face off with Samoa Joe if you wanted to. I mean, like because it doesn't look like Joe's gonna have much to do going into WrestleMania. He won his debut match against Reigns on Raw tonight, which is great. But, you know, outside of that, it doesn't really look like he has much to do for WrestleMania. So if you really wanted to get Balor back by Mania, you can maybe have him return like the Raw after Fastlane or at Fastlane and set up something with Samoa Joe for WrestleMania. Because why not? I mean, I feel like that'd be great because you already have the rivalry set up like right there because they had that epic like 7-8 month feud down in NXT. So why not just boom? You could. It's that simple. Although WWE doesn't really look at simplicity, do they? But regardless, this was a very interesting story. So I figured I would just break it to you guys. Roman Reigns was not meant to be the number 30 entrant in the Royal Rumble. It was meant to be Finn Balor. So with that being said, oi. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video on this news/rumor story. If you did enjoy, please do not forget to hit the like button down below. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Finn Balor meaning to be the number 30 entrant, what you thought of Roman Reigns replacing him, what you think the storylines could have looked like if Finn Balor would have been at number 30, what you think they're going to look like now with Roman Reigns at number 30, whatever else. Comment your thoughts down below, and also don't forget to hit that little red button down below and subscribe so that you can get email and text alerts and that you never miss a single video of mine because those email and text alerts will let you know when I uploaded another video. I am screwed up because it's late at night. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. You certified G's and bonafide bosses, keep yourselves safe, and I'll see you at a later date. Farewell.